oguswa share Nnawotwi adwumede wa Adom TV and OTO radio so Asempa 94.7 FM. Mo Facebook amuja mo comment mo nkoswa enche mesesa na makan mo bia so atene mo so mo kire o yenko ye next issue so yenhwe Kumawu ene ne ebebe mo wo ho ne vote buying sense ma ba Ghana politics mo yem de pass Dr. Rashid Pelpo ha ono akoye member of parliament wa kwa the prime minister and say I'm sure say okoyiska ebi ho enti obebo ya me etumi ho sunsuanso asade we ewo edema ye politics ne kwan ebetumi esiano na se yehwe Kumawu a nyina ye ho videos na omo che 50 cedis e mankofo ebi mbeka so ono waje ne 50 cedis NDC candidate na ka so ebi mbehia na ka che say well sika we no mde ama omo so betumi atua more there ani ombeko no akoto ama no dent na akoba ne sa den e betumi aye ama etumi ya twe ho efi nsem we mu no Mr. Simfree Dr. Rashid Pelpo doc o na nanse wa call friend saying primary saba mo amoye candidate sa monetization of your politics no ekoba ne say na afi de ha de yadu
monetization I am say aside your politics here it's like if you don't have money then you can't go into politics, which is bad. You should spend the money on adverts, you should spend it on campaign issues, buying fuel, running the campaign and all that, but not to give to people, which is what is happening now. You remember in the last primaries, what happened in the MPP primaries? Vehicles were bought for people, flat screens were bought for people, motorbikes were bought for, and sitting down as a member of parliament, I began to ask myself, if somebody comes with such a thing, how am I going to face it? And today, we are facing it. And so it's like, it is distorting the true nature of our policies, our politics. What will I do for the people doesn't matter anymore. What have I done for the people doesn't matter anymore. What matters is, what will you give to me as a person? So we need to begin to unravel the big intricacies, the big challenge that is coming in there, the problems that are coming in there. It is becoming complicated that people vote because they want something now, not because they want something later in terms of social benefits, but personal benefits. How am I going to get a motorbike? How am I going to get a television screen? Where am I going to get money to pay my child's school fees? Now, not because I'll create an opportunity for you to get it. Kumawu was a very clear example of what happened. You know, I mean, people were caught on tape who said, we take 10 cedis before we go to vote. Others said 50 cedis before we go to vote. And I can say that I'm sure you would dispute it, but the MPP came up with this kind of policy, with this kind of conduct of politics, and it is becoming generally acceptable.
As a omnom shase.
They started it.
Omnom discover share.
They started the 2004 elections.
Okay.
You know, and they managed to secure a lot of votes from NDC areas, because they were giving money small to get people to vote.
That didn't know, sir.
No, we saw it. It started from there. And then it picked roots on and on and on every time. Then you saw that their primaries was becoming more expensive. I remember one time after primaries in 2016, I told a colleague, a member of parliament, that I spent so much money. He said, how much did you spend? I said, oh, the whole campaign took my 200,000 away, because I had saved so much, I've saved so much, I wanted to use for. He said 200,000, I said yes. He started laughing at me. He said, his prime minister alone, he spent 1.2 million. And you
1.2 million?
Yes, you spent 200,000 and you are complaining. You know, so so in NDC, for example, right now, when you give 100 Ghana cedis to, you can still get their they look beyond the 100 Ghana. If you give 200 Ghana, it's fine. But you can't do that in MPP. You can't.
Really?
No, I mean, ask their MPs. You can go and give.
2,000 people. Now more be 200 Ghana.
Go and do that in MPP.
That's 400,000 citizens. And I'm a calculation.
You can't do that in MPP. And,
wow.
Wow, you can't. I mean, ask them. Let one of them call and say if you have delegates, 1,000 delegates, and you go and give your job then 20 Ghana, 200 Ghana cedis or 100 Ghana cedis, will he win the elections? He will lose. He will lose. I mean, it is not that I'm saying that it's something that they can avoid now. They can't avoid it because they started it and it has grown to that level, you know. And we too are coming because it has become, we are being dragged into it. I can see people in our area also, the delegates also demanding that it should happen. So I'm saying that because this thing is seeping into our politics, we have to find a way of, you know, curtailing it.
So in your last primaries,
yes,
you also paid?
Yeah. I mean, you pay transportation to bring them back and feed them. It's a lot of money.
How much did you get?
No, I mean, because it's stagnated, you pay transport, they come, you buy food for them. You can't come and just stand there and vote and go, you know. So it's all money. Okay. And it's not something that you can avoid. Okay. So,
but how they say MPP for no, so bet me I can say more transport near.
No. There are things. It's not transport. If you buy a flat screen for somebody, buy a vehicle for somebody, these are not things that you joke with and say it's a transport. Okay. They are big monies. So what happened in Kumawu is a clear example of what we are talking about.
All right.
And we need to begin re-examining. But the question is, if MPP has done so well, why must they pay for people to vote for them?
Okay, thank you.
It means there's definitely something wrong.
Okay.
And for which reason, in 2014, some decision has to be taken.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Thank you so much. Answer number Banasco Hano. You see Natasong, I hope I got it right.
Yeah.
Natasong. He says, good morning to our able professor in politics, Dr. Rashid Pelpo. This Nanado-led MPP has lost it all to corruption, and all we need as a nation is proactive and productive leadership on the front lines, not reactionary or rhetorical leadership. Okay, inti you see Natasong, they are watch on Facebook and no. Banasco.
Yeah.
Only a course or Kumawu. They don't go use Gabriela.
Almost a couple. Government secretary.
Dr. Rashid Pelpo. Hey. Once the NDC party are propaganda secretary, but also they are
propaganda. It's true.
And they now or not they have said minimum from 2010 based in the name say propaganda on Gaho. But then they were playing smart way of doing propaganda, and I'm happy how he's got into terms with being smart with words and trying to push the issues on people. But generally Yanka say abatwa abeyesi kasem and the utumi ehu se abranti wunimde o man akwanya obetumi akogina ya nem akoma nia ebeboa ye mpeso ano so nipa beti asem no matumi mpo e de aboa ade a ende no eyayira esense eba no amanyosem a sisi a nipa no hwe sika a obenya echen nimde anase opepa wo se wo de beso kanenu ni hu abato anase anamusini se obi a okwakutu ne ho ache ne wakwakosom me the year 1992 abane de mantubi but the emergence of assemblyman election me hu papa bi a ne friend oforiata ono na we assemblyman first we tema community 4 na papa no bra na sa assemblyman mbaye me yentoto aba no eba se bebi atwoki yenkuti ono na obechi nkola ye wo area ho na yakwakoye eba se bebi aye fie nkododo ode ebeko GTP runabout ni akododo ni ade eba so nko gina nnamu mbambe assemblyman obi aka se wo papa we die ono no ye nyina ye de ye pe no nti moma ye mfa ne nko ye de ne koy ya nhwe ni certificate ni bebe wako school agudu ya nhwe ni sike bia no wo oye no ye carpenter wo AD road ya nhwe ni certificate bi okita anase ni bibi but ye hwe opepa no wo se ode beso and then no ye ya tra wo mo de eye kebima nke bi ne bae to an extent that and there ye hwe usunu wo ban ebia social standing bi as yama utumi that's make an we fidie bi so say eya be ye hu to an extent that ya hwe ni and the drug barons be producing go for say ma sponsor mo monko parliament
yes
cause ukite ska wo be we ne esunimdia ukita enye MPP NDC asem me mpese mekọ echire pii na akwa eje se ye bogu nanso minim ekai se sika ye de hye matches mu man kwofo koto aba NDC time the likes of Ama Benyuadu and the others told that I was a young boy growing up but I saw it me ye pa me baby ana me to aba 1998 mu assemblyman election keke ye the matches box ne discussion near the amount kotumo simesi sabre no mu no na de na yeye we introducing monetization in politics but maybe he's forgotten or his place they didn't do it but I'm telling you it's a central region baby amimi free no e ya de a no mu ye pa as that time 1996 ye de that kane pon ye de baako ne ye de ahye eye box mu ne ye de amount ye de manwa ya to wadwene ya ka cho sokoto aba na misika de amount nti eno na didi mu a ende nipa ye bold etumi ka kire wo se abato ne de wo ba sisiwu na yie o ye kesi wanim sisiwu na yie
nyanska ansa waba
sisiwu na yie no obu be se kopesika enti bibi so obi se sebe me am bitumi ba besra wa me ma o 10 cedi store ho a wo se mi niska nti untumi so ma me nkogina wa nem no me ne wo na wuska which means you remain poor me kwa kopesika be chama na wasoma me kwa me nkasa wo ho a ebre no so na ma ba mo wuska kakra ba won ade we nyina no so no e woni fare bai nipa no so feel say ebinum dia ye adwuma a omo de omo pese de be omo benya enoma papa bi abom ho because obu na otumi hye wo se de onimu makoka bi ma mekonya asem se enne wo hwe nipa bi aputupuru omo prese omo bekwakoye mbrahye bedwafo a I say it without fear every bi atwemendu be 5 7 8 years na omtso da ye kra but putupuru bi wenye sika bi nti osese mi na metumi adi mani mi na maye nyansafo eni nti na yafa no se onu no be nyansafo obetumi so aba be chiska ama ye de nkunimdie ahye ne nsa ye ni me nipa bi no mo gina wo ba bia abato a sa nipa no o ka se enkuro enan eye kuro kese no wo ho no onfa nto nchen no mbo nkuro ketwa na me wo 506 villages ujimi chimeti na we fidie so eskumo do me bra kwa be bia ni wa minim I can tell you every other thing because my research PR my one I'm used to matena ho my bibia I know our needs but obi betumi atie besimu a oyi esikumo yi odobi oyi brakwa ebia wo dijamra kuntena se beni aka ho o ka kire ne se udu so ansa na wokọ benkum ahe na wokọkora onim but obetumi abegina abato ni nsemu odu a obewene that is how it is becoming and it is becoming more worrying especially when the concept of let us push somebody who has been with us and understand our plight and can speak to our plight is going out and then we are looking for money as a yardstick for measuring somebody's competence or knowledge. And no na idea adwene but you didn't need to change. Say me we Rashid purpose is our smart for propaganda no kakra we so ani untokwa omoboye after NDC presidential primaries. I say 40 cedis I am former delegates no ya fama omo ekoda ni asem. Omo delegate status no ya about 500,000, right? That is about 500,000 people.
For I think over 300,000.
Over 300,000. Na ye mapul obia 40 cedis a. What the multiplier that is about 12 to 15 million Ghana cedis. You know what 15 million Ghana cedis can do for even a whole region? But and because
this one is spent in the constituency. Check and see.
And that's what I'm saying.
In one constituency.
In the constituencies, at most, it's about 40
MPP,
people.
MPP.
It's about 300 people. No, about 500 delegates.
Constituency be 2,000. Say be more 2,000.
Maybe more 2,000. Into 2,000, that's what come be 200. And that is about 400,000, just as you said. But we have spent about 16 million. But then the yenka. Nini na emu no emwa. Media futu ade nyina meka. Ansa nka obeto aba no hwe onipa no ne pepper awo the vision of the person how he has carried himself and seeking to lead and when he took even that decision to lead that is very paramount but a lot of people don't even look at that oh you see if you brucheba oscar mumie godi nachi there was one guy I was talking to and I told him say we ungrateful muni obiti wa wanyini everywhere ba woman is so crying. Say, oh, a branch, said ya, ya nini na free a when you know, and then wo pepper so be sum yes akwan yi so a moma yemboa no say de be ya ebema obia ye nhweso okay most of us young guys e couple we are e nux mu 97 there about ye sha Haruna Iddrisu because me my first encounter with Haruna Iddrisu in 97 I work for the technical university and those days for the poly so wow this guy I want to be like him me can say o makomam so when you got to that stage, and there is no young student politician within the 90s up to early 2000s. But today, is it there? No. By the time you get to know, so Nipani Pese Obewe, why you see you be and the Skibia Banisem. And the person takes the decision because he thinks he now has this in hand. Not that he has a certain knowledge or competence in mind.
And then they all come from bebre pa.
O nenye se o wa adwemu pobi awo ni tirim. Okay? Ene ye wo mu nso a ewo adwempo no na wode na di akwaniasa pii so. Se ye ma no ebia school mu ye the class teacher session nsa waye ni ye efie mu ye de busua twetwefo ahye ne sa waye ni ye oman no ye se wo na wo be ye mbebuna na musini wo aman na waye ni ye asori mu oye se un se owo sa leadership style no a eba se ye ko kan yasem eman a obegina wakan ye eno ne de inform ho owo nimde ne se okomra hye bedwam a se ye de asem bi beto wo no so betumi adwene wabobo ho no waka bi ma ta asum no ene de emfa ho de onimu ane se oh idie obey you obebonsa wakese yesi owuskapa now the concept is yesi owuskapa oh enti
anase oh yesi papa we woske e back no pa o discover be shem no waje
eno ano no anze obi afuto bi odema me oh say afidi be ojina de enim so obenye skaba nti afidi e bebo he said it jokingly but that is the truth
okay
yes small not because you are not competent
okay, but emre so kwan be so na betumi afa na ya reverse trend way me ma 2 minutes man come my docs 2 minutes na pick calls
me de edikan no na no so minim say de besi we need to have a reorientation I will say nya adwen foforo na adwen foforo no so ebeye din because se wo wanya we yiye and to da so a onipa no ewo opepa na wo no ugidi se wandu ho a on say obi pese obeye mbrahye bedwani a obi wo adwemupo no fi ebia ne kola brim and it is a vision something they are targeted to get there nti wandu wa ohun ne say the Maslow theory of need self actualization need no ama nti also yire no but ebe boyen ya minimum mraso a parliament betumi ayaka say ugo TNT ni say TNT 4000 because maybe say me who the TNT be pa na onipa no free constituency ho ba car ben no befo a aduane ben no bedi a eye 4000
I don't want you any papa be 4000 so
I'm only saying it as an example now assuming without admitting say what the constituency mama fan say ablikuma and as a high boy ayawa so central near to about wo ATTC now if you circle we police station executive was circle now ba na ye ma TNT 100 a wo si iswa mihu
okay
alu prenkura wo deba but sana aba beto
enti wo the office ayi ntumi nya
me ye betumi aye but eno so begina yen enipa no sadia ye beda ye ho adi wo bra ya ma ye sa atumi no
mate medas
oko parliament na kwan ben na wo ne omo tena anamo ben na wutu na den na wo kire and it will boil down to article 71 ade aye kenyina it boils down to article 71
really
yes
mate mama nkom rashe bedu
ask him he's an MP
dog kwan ben e betumi afa so asi we kwan
ebe emra law says what you kama obi I say that the person should vote for you and it is found that you are disqualified.
It is already in existence.
It's already
no they will disqualify the candidates
even though we're winning no.
So if you pay money and it is established that you've paid money for somebody to vote for you, it is established. Even before you contest the elections, they will disqualify you.
And they are not explicit in the law.
In the law.
So even if we're winning now, a candidate. So
we're watching each other.
My
if I'm NDC, I'll be watching you. If you do it, we'll get people evidence and then they will disqualify you.
That is not feasible because my amount I can give to somebody as TNT.
Oh, they offer one now country.
Okay, no country. Sika me to am obi to say TNT no. Enye sa na wo so betumi awo. Because
you better establish order. Okay. We will say that, look, TNT should be paid by the party executive, the constituency executive, not by the candidate. Okay. If you have your money, give it to them. Then they will pay the TNT for you. Don't pay any money. Number one. Number two, let's educate the people. Let them understand that politics is not about somebody giving you money. It's about developing your community. So that you watch and vote for somebody who has done that for you. If he doesn't do that, use that against him. That education should continue. And the giver and the taker should all be in trouble. If they give you the money and you take it, the person who has given you and the person who has taken it, you all go to court. Okay. And then people will begin to set up. Because in all the states that the people will copy in America, you can never give money to somebody to say you are voting. In the UK, you can never do that. In Japan, in Germany, you can't do that.
The poverty no one,
but they started from somewhere. Germany was a very poor country after the war. Japan was very poor. But because of the law, they are able to develop.
Okay. All right, you. Mate, bimbia homatromo na omo share ni omo mutie wasempano so betumi afre enti what ya discuss the GMP in the petrol essence ohwe krata ya kan mudia ya akire adebako ya san kan ya sikasem ababehya amanyo sem we Ghana ha den na wadwenkyere esitie e won sem we ho betumi afre 0302211701 0302211701 nti 1 obetumi asesa no nti obetumi 01 and 02 and 03 and 04 0302211702 and 0302211703 and 0302211704 ofra ampacho e amen ti ohun TV no so ti ohun phone no so na ka TV volume no form na afi de ending komo na mum ma wasema be kanu me honte pa wante de a no me UFE ahoma no because ye mpese be disrespect omo te ha ene omo hwe including wa nti ofra na ma wasem no ho ate kama ishao ewo tamale ishao that say
Pacho boko Pacho ayi atuma mo kana bataka me kirema je kakra
Trebi
ayi wase ensemna ye kase we say good buy no easy o say o man ebe kakra ye obi a wako school ni mu ade obi ti abo o man no say if you pa na empenfo do mo na tifo no amu yi tanye man free ye you for na ye ba no adin
okay yo
and this are say o man the go be say someone before you mo yi no na o hwese de me sika ne me ma fa so anado am ade bete mo to ne mana
okay all right yo me that say me nua akwesi we afeso agina homa no so akwesi na tsan
boko na mo so
ye ho ye pa me nua ma enti we
me che obibia je ti ade ya de se ti ade ye delegate ni de ye hia obi a oba bia this time we be to primary cd ye hia ye pe omo show we tap omo show papa nya de esu betwa na be twate no ro to gba no kwa onu ye yi a de hwa na yere ne fo ne bushiafo
okay
ya tu ya beti ya tumanya bi ya ye jetre
na akwesi 200 no the be na 500 now between the jetre no
5,000 straight obi a delegate ya ye 5,000 with me akọ we straight nya bi e beti so aya ye fi afa ho adwene dan ya be no obi a trebitio Ghana de se apanyiri bia ni wo obi a ti mo aden yenya ya kọ na sa ye ntwi mo obi a
akwesi o frefi infa
the frefi Kumawu o for Chrome
na o ya delegate
papa Bini petio me mo obi ani bia obi ani do okase etu oba mo show mu za pomu insuo no mo mra
me pa jo consensus be na wo
me da me ka ta ba ka yi ti anu no
Yeah, oh for Rico me boy. Oh budget 5,000 Ghana.
No be ati.
Hey.
No be ati.
Yo, Mate, Akwasi, my main call Peter Hoy dance man. Peter that's saying Peter, me patro me say men tie what TV no so tie ohu phone no so why me srel pa can radio volume no phone TV volume no can form na tie me phone no so ma me tie wa dwentre
me patro good morning me free dance man me den the Peter na ya was him ya ya ta can say you can never hello
me patro Peter Maka me say wo bi abefre no men tie TV no ana radio no tie phone na one me kasa wo so no dum TV no volume no any radio volume na yen kasa kama why me srel ayesa e be delay time pa me srel Isaac net say
Yamina Adom
me pa to free fin na yen tie o
ka so free gaso Yamina Adom me free gaso.
Just speak.
Well, mesra wo montie enam mra na ye de adwuma ne so so obetie me a ebe delay into the offer dum radio volume no na TV volume na wo hwe no na tie ohu wo phone no so that yetumi adi nkomo kama wa mesra pa ayesa offer ya o see you film because o delay no obi so gina homa no so a obo di nkomo ase do o man kese mpacho ma mentie wa dwentre
me chairman mama oni na ndo kwa zaro ko no yewood by ni do no sanction ye be say o man because see abato ekoso so original abato ekoso Ashanti original wa wo sika no wona wini
okay
is this the Ghana o be jana wini sika upon win say we na forget it me wini but them subai no ko yan hwe ye o man ebobo ti say to man mama no yet mikako akaye China for one day that time come yentu nye bibia wo maimu enti ebe se yin ni pambus ma ye ma wonyi mizini yansa ono bobo me yema netumpon the dem vote by no that start yan shin ya patina ebudu no ye ni papa no njina wo maimu because obitum to kwan ka shegoti owo ambition do baba ye MP oka pesika oba ono mo otwo no ye adwuma ye denpo odi niska no baba to vote no we independent for mano man kodo it in function one yambra emu ya pete ne tuma boa
me no ya adwen mankra say do Dauda wase Dauda ma yentie wa dwentre
Good morning
Dauda
pacho aso amo kana person kabi by MPs now mo parliament no omo na ma ye delegate ni ani MP because you say MP ko parliament ya wonya ska ana mpuntu na odi baba bro no so a oye MP no by say MP na fa say ye delegate no kono onye sika ono ye ma minister o ka be to 3 wa wu piano mani koye no wo de ni say e bia wa be school wa be si by NDC na say MPP no delegate ni ma MP eye MP le die no ye ma ye delegate ntu ko ka ye je ko anu say
ba ede a ye ma no wo hwe wo ankasa ho ana so wo hwe constituency no
na party ya unu do kuna tu ntafunka MP na okoye no minister na emano ntu otuko ya wenjiska se pa judgment no wenjiska
okay
honorable chief papu we sports minister no wenjiska
okay
omuko apon omuko bo adien omubai kana e bai ya tete bia mo
yo menia mate mama nko na bonsu ofre feel about na bonsu mama nti wa dwentre
oyini ba onyame asudi na jawo
amen
na ba jo wo ye
me ho ye papa mama nti ona
me that mama nche for Skangan library atiu oko so what do you know bibi abato de o se me bi atwam na ye di kuro ba ni bento ni kako na media modam emre kwa ni mu no na enema esfa because sama ko bi fin ko Kumawu na ma ko se na bo si di wan to be told you ni dia eni fo wo djuma na ye enti mi mpa ba mi bo ni na so ye ko e be foswa ye benya kanifo papa betimati o mayi ma so to betima ye adwuma na mu ka petrol sensem na se finance minister transport ya petrol so and we say GPRT for no material reference on them with video but project sabati na mu komu ba
Okay. All right. You meda se enti meda Dr. Rashid Pelpo so ase se ye tunza friend obaye ene banasco mpacho meda se time ya fa time no bebre pa oche obi ye chia na ma ono enti ye beda won so a wo hwe ase ebi a wo hwe ye fie nyina ye da se wa wo tie radio so ye beda se me production team well back akwesi wala and a beautiful director and a camera for the lighting for you na better obi ase on behalf of them me say na se enkomo e be say share Nnawotwi a ebe ya me nkan nyina ye ho